All right, so we are going to do a demo of number 6, which is the third model on this assignment. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually use the side profile for this. I think it makes the most sense. So I'm going to go here to front. And I'm going to draw this weird little shape that I see. I'm going to do it so that the middle exists. And I'm just using rectangles. Just makes me feel good to use rectangles. There's no other reason. You know what I'll do? No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to shorten this up so it's halfway. Look at that. So we'll mirror it. So I'm going to go to the line tool and do a construction line. So I clicked on construction. So I just have a construction line chilling in the middle here. So I've created this shape. I'm going to go ahead and scissor out these center pieces here so that we're just looking at half of the whole thing, right? So now let's put some dimensions in. So from the top to the bottom. So I clicked on the top, then I clicked on the bottom. That height is 3.5. Oh, all right. And then the whole thing is 9, but I'm doing half, right? Because I'm going to mirror it. So instead of 9, I'm going to do this as 4.5. And again, the inner measurement is 4, and we're splitting it in half. So I'm going to make that inner measurement right here 2. Ooh, okay, I don't like that. I want this end to be right on I'm keeping it all together like that. All right, same thing on the other side. Let's see what we have for dimensions there. So I'm looking for a dimension that will tell me that outside piece. And I don't really see anything. Well, I see what the thickness is, right? So we know that it's from down here to up here is 0.5. And then we know that interior is at 4. Oh, the exterior here is 2. Okay, so from here to here. So see how I keep choosing what I want? Okay. So now that I have half, I don't see, oh, I do see it. I was going to say, I don't know what happened to my construction line, but there it is. So I'm hitting escape a couple times so I'm not in dimension anymore. And then I'm going to go ahead and mirror all of this. So I'm going to go and I'm going to pick the whole thing. And then I'm going to hit shift and I'm going to go back to that construction line and select it so that I'm essentially, I'm deselecting all. And now I'm going to go back, I'm going to click on that mirror line and then click there. There you go. See, it brings the other half together. So that gives us our full profile. I wouldn't mind, I'm going to double click on the sketch on the bottom so that I can, let's see what happens if I scissors this. Is it going to be mad at me? I'm going to try. Okay. Just looks better to me like that. No, I like it. It gave me a warning, but I'm okay with it. All right, so I can finish sketch, and I have this drawing ready to go. I am missing the thickness of the vertical lines there, but if you look down here, you can see that it's 0.5 as well. So I'm going to double click on that sketch and put that in. I missed it. I can just tell because it's blue and not black. So I noticed that. So 0.5, we're good. Hit check. Okay, now everything looks good. Except for this. Why is that like that? I don't know. Okay, so we're going to extrude it. And the distance from left to right here. So if we're going all the way across, is what? I see from this point to this point is 2, and from this point to this point is 1.5. So that would be 2 plus 3, which makes it 5. Let's see how that looks. Yep, that looks good. So see how that's the symbol we have. So now let's look at, we have to cut some corners, right? So does it talk about our corners? I see 1 here, I see 2 here. I'm looking for where it shows us that we're going to cut out. Oh, chamfers are 1 inch by 1 inch, typical slots on both sides. Okay, so that makes it easy. So we can go to chamfer. So you're going to go to your modify tools and go drop down till you find chamfer. And then you're going to go ahead and pick these corners. So it's this one, this one. You got to use the view cube to rotate, guys. For those of you that are comfortable with Onshape, this is something very different. I can't get that one. There you go. Okay. And then we're going to do those top ones as well. So this one. And this one. And then again, this one to this one. If anybody built this a different way, that's totally fine. The matter is you just want to get to the same place. So we're going to make that 1 inch. And then we're going to hit OK. That's it. We're done. Right? It said 1 inch by 1 inch, and that's what it gave us. Okay, when things go wonky like this, if you put your mouse near the cube, you're going to find that the house is right here in the corner. So you can click on that house, and it doesn't appear unless you're over by the cube, but it does help. So now we're going to put some of these circles in, right? So I'm a big fan of, I'll draw, so I clicked on my create sketch, and I'm going on this surface. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the line tool, and I'm going to pick construction. I like to put the distances in through the construction line. So I'm going to go ahead and go across. And then I'm going to go ahead and go down. Yeah, this is 5, so I can do halfway. It picked up that triangle means midpoint, so I got a little nervous, but it's okay. So if I go here to here, that 2.5, it's because I use the midpoint of 5. It's got the parentheses. It's totally fine. And then the other dimension is from here to here is 2. So let's go from here to this top and make that 2. So now I have the center point of that circle. So now all I have to do is draw a circle. Now watch, because I had that align type construction is selected, I have to deselect it. So otherwise you'll just have a construction circle. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw the circle and put the dimensions of the circle on. And that circle is going to be, where do we see a diameter on the circle? Oh, it's over on this side, right? So 1.5. Okay, I can finish the sketch, and I can do extrude. We'll go this way, and I'm just going to cut through and like keep going because it's fun. I'm videoing. Okay. Somebody's going to come over and say something, but they're away now. And that's it. That's cut out. I don't like those dimensions, though. I got to tell you guys, that 3.5 and 2 is bothering me. I think that half, I think this is supposed to be a height of 4. That looks like it's coming right up to this corner, doesn't it? Which means we have to add the 0.5 onto it. All right, so let's go back into our original drawing. This is not 3.5, this is 4. So check, and everything should work. Yep, that looks right now. So that was where my error was. Oops, I forgot you can do that. Okay. So now we have that. Now the next thing we have to do is this cutout. And it says, I have to assume that it's on the other side. Huh. Interesting. So for this, I'm going to click on this here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do, somebody was just talking about doing 2 circles and some lines. I'm going to do a rectangle and 2 3-point arcs. So either one would work. You're going to get to the same place. And watch out for that plane thing. When it's doing that plane thing, it's trying to switch things around for you, which is not helpful. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Left click, right click, then deal with your arc. But watch out if you have planes appearing. I'm going up till I see that weird little symbol. looks like an alien symbol on the side, then you know you're in good shape. Now, you could delete these lines in the center, but for today, I'm not going to, just to show you that you don't have to. I'm going to hit escape and make sure that I'm out of my tools, and then go ahead and do my dimensions. So as you can see, the center to the center of that arc is 2 inches. So let's put that in. So from here to here is 2. And I'm going to go out a little bit. So from here, you want that line to here is 1.5. And then from here to here, they have it like this, and they're going to say 1 inch. Huh. That looks too big, doesn't it?
Right.
And then we're going to do this arc is not right. Something's not right here. Oh, I see. I have the 1 inch wrong. Believe that. From here to here is 1 inch. There you go. And then if we fix this radius, because now I can delete it, I guess, and do it anymore. So that is 0.375. See, that put it right back where it needs to be. So it goes from the outer edge. Oh no, see, that's wrong again. Dude. On that and 1,000 on this one. Okay, so it's the center point to the outside line. There we go. That looks good. So it says slots on both sides, so that's how it's getting away with the fact that that visual is not there and we can't see it. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to put I'm going to do that construction line again. And the reason I'm using a construction line is because that never shows up on anything. It doesn't exist in the geometry. So when you're doing 3-dimensional stuff and things like that, it's an important thing to have. So I'm going to draw the box around the stuff I drew, select, go here, and hit OK. So now both sides are good and drawn, and we can go ahead and extrude, cut. Okay, and then hit OK. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and hit the house, and we have it all done. Now, when I look back here, it says aluminum 6061, so I will right click. Well, no, I'll do that rectangle around the whole thing, right click on it, go to physical material, then we're going to go to metal, go down to aluminum until we find that 6061. 6061 is really popular and gets used often. Okay, so we have cold formed, hot formed, we have regular. We just want the regular one. Remember, you have to use the house hand and drag it in. I always kind of forget that. Hit close. So now that we have that, if I draw my rectangle around it, again, it should turn blue. We had an error with someone, but hopefully it doesn't. And now here's all my mask properties. So hopefully you can use the stuff that you need to then, you can even copy the clipboard to answer the questions that you need for your thing. You're going to take a screenshot with the properties showing, so I can see that you made it that far in the build, and that'll be part of your Google Doc that you're adding. So this again is model 3, question 6. Good luck.